two there.
Okay.
So this is called Double D by Jim Dalgleish. It's the setting is a rather old and slightly shabby shoe store on a forgotten side street in Manhattan. And it's about 1 minute until closing time in the evening. We have two characters. There's Nigel, a tall, slightly effeminate man who is getting ready to close up shop for the night. At the last moment, Mary enters wearing a fashionable, stylish dress. She is a big girl with enormous feet. She is obviously tired and her feet hurt. Nigel sits reading a woman's fashion magazine, then looks at his watch and quickly begins to pack up some shoe boxes, preparatory to closing the shop for the night. Mary enters.
Hello,
Oh, boy.
are you closed?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yes, well, oh.
She begins to exit. Her feet are killing her, and she is on the verge of tears.
Wait a minute. Is that a Galliano?
What?
Your dress. Is it a knockoff? Or did I see Naomi Campbell wear it in Bryant Park last fall?
My mother picked it out.
Expensive taste.
If you knew how many things I had to endure.
What's a girl like you doing in a Dior?
She's thrown by the comment and begins to cry hysterically.
What? Oh, I guess that one, I should, oh boy.
You're right. I look like a knocked up sow in a silk party dress, like a whole hog stuffed into a pink satin sausage.
No.
That's what my mother said.
Then she's going blind. Because what I see before me is
What?
a very lovely woman.
Oh, I'll get out of here so you can close.
Wait, can't go out like that.
He hands her a tissue and she dabs at her eyes.
Take a load off your, sit down, go ahead. I've got nowhere to go. Believe me, that's why I'm open so late. Nowhere to go.
Thanks. Nice shop. Not many open this late. Believe me, I've checked.
Mary
Shoe emergency?
Mary plops her feet up on the ledge in front of her chair. Her feet are enormous. This is the first time Nigel has seen her feet.
Jesus Christ.
That's what they all say.
What size are they?
Well, double E, if I'm not retaining water and I elevate my feet for an hour before I go out.
Oh boy.
My shoes are so tight, they're killing me. This strap, it's like a knife. I swore I'd be bleeding to death if these damn things didn't completely cut off my circulation.
How did you manage to get them on?
My mother? I don't even know why I call her that. She's not my mother, really. She's married to my father. She did this to me.
How?
A tub of ice for an hour?
Mother of God.
There's no way you're going to my Crystal's engagement party wearing those goddamn Birkenstocks.
Not with that dress.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't know what it's like. You don't. To be trapped. Completely trapped by your body. I want to be pretty. Just like my stepsister, the belle of the ball. Hell, I'm not greedy. I'll settle for just being presentable. Oh.
Nigel is struggling to take off her shoes.
The buckles are stuck.
Inside I'm beautiful and smart and glamorous. I feel all that, but then I look at myself in the mirror and,
He's still tugging on the shoes.
When does the party begin?
well, I'm an hour late already. There wasn't any room for me in the limousine. But in the cab on the way to the Four Seasons, they started to throb so desperately, I didn't think I could take it. I've been to every store in Midtown. One look at my feet and they all showed me the door. They're killing me.
Nigel takes out a box cutter from his back pocket.
What are you gonna do with that?
We'll have to cut them off.
She'll kill me.
Nigel cuts the strap with the box cutter. He delicately removes her feet from the shoes. At first, Mary is relieved.
Oh,
You're free.
my feet. Oh, the feeling is coming back into my...
He begins to rub her feet.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Oh.
Don't fight it. Accept the pain.
What have you done? Now what am I going to do? In 20 minutes I have to be standing in a reception line as the fat, ugly stepsister of the most beautiful bride in the
She
world.
begins to enjoy the foot rub.
Oh, oh, oh.
What's your name?
Mary,
I can help you, Mary.
how? Have you studied the art of Japanese foot binding or something?
A little magic.
He goes to the storage room where there are stacks of shoe boxes.
What?
I'll be right back.
I'm usually not like this. I'm not. My father's wife, I don't fit into her perfect picture of perfection. You know, 35, morbidly obese, unmarried. If she could just see what I'm really like in court during my final arguments, or cross-examining a hostile witness. We don't get much of that in property law, but I can be damn effective.
Nigel comes back with a pile of boxes.
And that daughter, can you be a size 0? Is that even possible?
The biggest sizes of the most fabulous shoes on earth.
He pulls the shoes out of their boxes and presents them to Mary one at a time.
Manolo Blahnik, Jim Choo, Ferragamo, Gucci, Pucci, Givenchy, Givenchy, Givenchy.
They're gorgeous. What sizes?
Mostly 10s and 11s.
Won't work.
They're open-toed sandals.
No,
Come on,
you don't know what I've been through.
try.
He struggles to put the sandal on Mary's foot, but it doesn't fit. He tries another, another, and another.
Oh God, oh God.
It's not over yet.
He tries a few more to no avail. There is one pair left. He picks up the box reverently.
The largest Ferragamo in the Western Hemisphere.
He shoves it on her foot. She cries out. She looks down at her foot. It's hopeless.
Like trying to stuff a hippo into a thimble.
It's the largest shoe in the shop.
What?
The open toes and strap extenders.
My shoes?
I thought it would work, but your feet.
They're ruined. What am I going to do? She'll kill me.
I'm sorry.
I have nothing. I can't even get home now. What am I going to do?
She begins to cry again, and he quickly goes back to the back room.
He'll forgive me, won't he? He's always said he loves me no matter how big I am. And I've been bigger, if you can believe that. He still loves me. She hasn't ruined that too, has she? Oh, Daddy.
Nigel returns carrying a pile of old, dusty shoe boxes.
Well, what are those?
Shoes?
He blows dust off the top of one of the boxes.
They're kind of dusty, aren't they?
They've been in storage for a few years.
Decades?
She takes a shoe out of one of the boxes. It's a sequined pump.
Good Lord.
A classic,
They're huge and used.
very gently, very respectfully.
Whose are they?
A friend of mine,
She stores her shoes here?
a very good friend.
Why doesn't she keep them in her closet?
She left town suddenly, about 15 years ago, and hasn't come back since.
Is she okay?
A new part of her life, afraid to look back. You get to be a certain age, and your youth is just a little too hard to keep up.
It's very nice of you to keep them for her.
It makes me feel close to her.
Well, that's sweet. What's your name?
Nigel,
That's sweet, Nigel.
shall we?
What size?
14C,
She must be very tall.
about my height, in flats.
14C?
Look, Mary, my God, they match your dress perfectly.
Oh! But the heel.
What about it?
I can't. I've never worn a heel over an inch high.
What?
I can't.
That's absurd.
He slides the shoe onto Mary's feet.
Ah,
Eureka!
Mary tries to stand. She is very wobbly.
Steady now.
She takes a few tentative steps.
well, it's like I'm walking on a tightrope.
Are you okay?
It's impossible.
Nonsense. You just need to practice.
Practice? I can't even stand up. I live in constant fear that I'll fall and break my hip or I won't be able to get back up. That's the worst fear. I won't be able to get back up.
She almost tumbles backwards. Nigel studies her. Mary is very distraught.
I can't.
I don't want to hear it. You just need to find that woman inside. The woman you were telling me about. That powerful, confident woman who is so strong and brave.
Who wears Birkenstocks every single day?
A big, beautiful, powerful woman who doesn't take shit from anyone.
Right.
Shut up and listen to me, Mary. You can hide behind your little property law practice and your bad eating habits and your insecurities and self-pity until you grow old and lonely or die young. Or you can take this opportunity to finally be proud of who you are. Not the woman you see in the mirror with the big hair and bigger ass, but the woman you are inside. The powerful, brilliant, creative, audacious, fun-loving woman who takes the world by the balls and gives them a little twist.
Excuse me?
A woman who doesn't let anyone tell her what to do, what to eat, what to wear. A woman who is sexy and glamorous, who's got a lot to give and knows how to give it, whose appetite for life is as big as her heart. I want to see that woman, that big, bold, beautiful woman. High heels? Please. That woman could strap on snowshoes for an audience with the Pope and be able to pull it off in high style. Give me that woman, Mary.
Okay.
She takes a few tentative steps.
Let it go, girl. You got a stick up your ass. Let it all hang out.
She moves more freely.
Give it to me. You own this room. Let me see you own it.
She laughs and begins to strut a little.
That's it, honey. Make me feel it. Give me that power. Let me feel it. Give it to me.
She really gets into it. She bobbles a bit.
Just a speed bump, nothing to worry about.
As she struts up and down the store, Mary gradually transforms into a vivacious woman.
Let me see you shake those va-vas and wiggle that broom. Yeah, baby. Yeah, my bodacious baby.
My feet.
Feel the power? The thrill of 3-inch spikes? There's a reason they're called spikes, Mary. Because they're weapons. Like 2.45 caliber pistols strapped to each ankle. Power, Mary, power.
As she struts across the room in full stride, she's beautiful.
I can do it. I can do it.
Piece of cake.
Oh, I'm late. What do I owe you?
What? Nothing.
But the shoes.
She'll understand.
Could you thank her for me? You never told me her name.
Nellie. Nellie Forbush.
That name sounds familiar.
A musical star of sorts.
Really?
Mostly cabaret. A few select venues down in Greenwich.
I might have seen her perform.
Doubt it. Long time ago. Different life. Before she got old and tired.
Well, I hope she's okay.
She's fine. She writes occasionally.
I have to give you something for the shoes.
Nellie's an old trooper. She'd understand.
She sounds like an amazing woman.
Nellie, she's a sassy old broad.
Mary smiles at Nigel with a twinkle in her eye, speaking directly to Nigel.
Thank you, Nellie.
Come back tomorrow and tell me how it goes.
Oh,
You can do it. They're magic shoes. They'll get you through this.
I'm a powerful woman. I'm a powerful woman. I'm a powerful woman.
She repeats as she exits the shop.
You go, girl.
After she leaves, Nigel sees the stiletto pumps. He holds them reverently, removes his shoes, and slowly puts them on. He rises to his feet and poses, walks gracefully to a full-length mirror, and enjoys the reflection.
Nellie, girl, you still got it.